The Islamic Golden Age. Today we will be learning about how the Islamic Golden Age has helped shape the science and technology society. The Islamic scholars' role in preserving knowledge. During the Islamic Golden Age, one of the greatest achievements of Islamic scholars was their dedication to preserving knowledge. Greek and Roman works on medicine were at risk of being lost, but scholars from the Islamic world, particularly those at centers like the House of Wisdom in Baghdad, scholars pored over Indian books on mathematics. They ensured that the medical theories of figures like Hippocrates and Galen survived, but they didn't stop at mere preservation. Islamic scholars improved upon these texts, refining theories and conducting new research that added to this body of knowledge. Like al-Rashid was a Persian polymath who made significant contributions to medicine, particularly through his work, Al-Hikma, the comprehensive book. He expanded upon Greek medical knowledge, introducing experimental medicine and clinical practices. He improved theories of Hippocrates and Galen by emphasizing the importance of observation and experimentation. Ibn Sina's Al-Qanun fi al-Tib, the Canon of Medicine, was a comprehensive synthesis of Greek, Roman, and Islamic medical knowledge. He improved upon Galen's theories, particularly in anatomy and physiology, and introduced the concept of quarantine to control the spread of infectious diseases. Building upon the works of Greek scholars like Ptolemy, Ibn al-Haytham wrote Kitab al-Manazir, Book of Optics, which challenged earlier theories of vision that suggested rays emitted from the eyes. He proposed that vision occurs when light reflects off objects and enters the eyes, fundamentally refining understanding of optics. Al-Khwarizmi is known as the father of algebra for his book Al-Kitab al-Muqtasa fi Hisab al-Jabr wa Muqabala, or the compendious book on calculation by completion and balancing. He synthesized Greek and Indian mathematical knowledge and introduced systematic solutions for linear and quadratic equations. His work on decimal number systems and the concept of algorithms revolutionized mathematics and provided the basis for modern algebra. Al-Biruni built on the astronomical works of Greek scholars Ptolemy. He improved calculations for the circumference of the Earth and studied the rotation of the Earth on its axis. His Kitab al-Hind, the Book of India, was a detailed account of Indian culture and science, where he translated and critiqued Indian astronomical texts, refining existing theories and contributing new knowledge in the fields of astronomy and geography. Ibn Nafis' circulatory system critiqued and expanded upon the work of Galen regarding the heart and circulatory system. He was the first to describe the pulmonary circulation of blood, explaining how blood moves from the right ventricle of the heart to the lungs and then to the left ventricle. This discovery predated the work of European scientists like William Harvey by several centuries, significantly advancing medical knowledge. Expansion of medical knowledge. Building on what they had learned, Islamic scholars expanded. Islamic scholars expanded upon the medical knowledge they inherited. They explored areas such as anatomy, surgery, pharmacology, and even mental health. Their hospitals, known as bimaristans, were some of the most advanced in the world, offering treatments to both the body and the mind. One key advancement was the focus on experimentation and observation. Scholars conducted clinical trials to test medical treatments. They also emphasized the importance of hygiene and healthy lifestyles as a means to prevent illness, concepts that were revolutionary for their time. In the 19th century, during the Crimean War, Florence Nightingale emphasized the importance of cleanliness in hospitals. She introduced practices like regular hand washing, proper ventilation, and sanitation, which drastically reduced the mortality rate among soldiers. In 1854, during a cholera outbreak in London, John Snow proposed that the disease was spread through contaminated water rather than bad air miasma theory, which was the prevailing belief. In the 18th century, British naval surgeon James Lind a disease caused by vitamin C deficiency. In the mid-19th century, Louis Pasteur that microorganisms were the cause of many diseases. This theory shifted the focus from supernatural explanations of illness to practical hygiene practices like sterilization of medical instruments and pasteurization of milk, significantly impacting public health measures. Social impact of learning and healthcare. The Islamic Golden Age placed high value on learning, education, and healthcare. Knowledge was seen as sacred, and the pursuit of learning was encouraged by society as a whole. This focus on education led to a surge in the development of universities, libraries, and hospitals. Physicians were highly respected, and the importance of public health led to widespread advancements in hospital care. These institutions not only treated the sick but also served as centers for medical education and research. Established in the 9th century during the Abbasid Caliphate, the House of Wisdom was a center for learning and intellectual exchange. Scholars from diverse backgrounds, including Muslim, Christian, Jewish, and Zoroastrian, gathered to translate, study, and expand upon Greek, Persian, and Indian texts in fields such as mathematics, astronomy, medicine, and philosophy. Al-Khwarizmi University in Morocco, founded in 859 by Fatima al-Fihri in Fez, Morocco, Al-Khwarizmi is considered one of the world's oldest continuously operating universities. It served as a major center of learning in the Islamic world, offering studies in theology, jurisprudence, mathematics, astronomy, and philosophy. Its emphasis on higher education and scholarship attracted students from across North Africa and Europe. Al-Azhar University in Cairo, established in 970–972. During the Fatimid Caliphate, Al-Azhar University is another of the oldest universities in the world. It became a key institution for Islamic learning, specializing in the study of the Quran, Hadith, jurisprudence, as well as sciences, philosophy, and medicine. Avicenna and the canon of medicine. One of the most influential figures of this era was Avicenna, or Ibn Sina. His work, The Canon of Medicine, became one of the most famous medical texts of all time. It was a comprehensive medical encyclopedia that synthesized medical knowledge from both Greek and Islamic sources. Avicenna's canon was used as a medical textbook in Europe and the Islamic world for centuries. It categorized diseases, explained treatments, and introduced groundbreaking ideas such as the use of quarantine to prevent the spread of illness. In his discussions on the effectiveness of medications, Avicenna laid down a rudimentary form of what would later become clinical trials. He emphasized the importance of testing new drugs to observe their effects and side effects before adopting them as treatments. This was a forward-thinking approach that underscored the importance of empirical evidence in medicine. Finally, the lasting impact of Islamic medicine. The contributions of Islamic scholars to medicine didn't just serve their time, also they influenced generations of medical practitioners across the world. European scholars, during the Renaissance, translated these Arabic texts back into Latin, which helped lay the foundation for modern medicine. In short, the Islamic Golden Age didn't just preserve ancient knowledge, it expanded and enhanced it, creating a medical legacy that continues to influence the world today. Without the dedication of these scholars, much of the medical understanding we take for granted today might have been lost. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the history of the Islamic Golden Age. Again, thank you for watching. If you like the video, please like and subscribe.